Hey guys, what's going on? It's MassiveJoes Weekly.
Ooh, some of Robbie's finest work.
Oh, Robbie already in the intro.
Another delicious intro to MassiveJoes Weekly Word, episode 165, Neve. Yes, I did give Robbie a little shout in the intro. You know why?
Why?
Because some of his finest work. I'm super pumped about it. I'm super happy with it. And he's flipped aside, I don't know if you guys realize, but he flipped aside that it goes. He's getting all creative and shit.
You and I both saw Robbie last Friday night.
We did. So good.
I didn't think I was going to get to see him because I didn't book him. I didn't book it on Brooksy. I rocked up.
Just rocked up.
Got in. That was all right.
Slid in. I thought you were there before I was there. I thought you were going to try to take my space.
No, if you have a Brooksy booking, then you get first preference, but...
That's good shit. Topics of discussion.
So we got back in stock, new products coming soon. WhatSupp? Come and train with Team MassiveJoes. Ask Neve.
A very tight episode of Weekly Word for you guys this week. Gives us a little bit more time to dive into the Ask Neve questions, of which there are 9, of which they spread over 3 pages. You motherfuckers asking long fucking questions now.
It's good. I enjoy it.
Anyway.
I wish I could spend every day just doing Ask Neve.
Let's get straight into it. First topic of discussion.
Back in stock.
Do I?
Yeah, just sure.
Okay, all right. Just so you guys can get some, close up of the show. I actually put a little bit too much shiner in. I've overshined it. I've overshined this part of it because I got all excited about showing it to you guys in the weekly web. But look at the skills, man. I feel like Rob's got skills, and I feel like they're multiplying. I feel like he's losing control.
I was going to try and find something to find it. Anyway.
First topic of discussion.
Back in stock.
Hit him, baby.
All right, so we've got ale, ATP, science, everything.
Yep.
Rule 1 proteins. All Rule 1. You just said Rule 1 proteins.
All
Rule 1 proteins.
Yep. Back in stock. All sizes, all flavors, all variations.
Herbs of Gold, everything.
Everything from Herbs of Gold, our #1 vitamin supplier.
How's it been going?
It's good. It goes really well. And I actually use a lot of their products. I use their CoQ10. I use their vitamin C. I use, when Core Omega's out of stock, I use their fish oil. I use, what's the other one? There's another one I use as well. It escapes me. Anyway, I use like 3 of their products. Good shit.
So if anyone doesn't know, we actually do vitamins.
Yeah.
In the Herbs of Gold range.
Yeah.
Inspired Devastate, all flavors.
All flavors, Inspired Devastate pre-workout, back in stock.
I've been selling that to a few people lately.
Yeah.
And they've, the California Gold flavor, delicious. Creation Supplements Dextro Pure, back in stock.
Finally back in stock, the high GI carb supplement from Creation, Dextro Pure.
Team J Apparel resistant bands, back in the red and black.
We're back in all colours. All colours available now.
All colours are available, but red and black are now in stock, which means that
Yeah.
the packs are all in stock now as well.
100%.
Team J Apparel Performance Arm Blasters.
Back in stock also for them biceps gains. Next topic of discussion.
New products.
Hit 'em, baby.
So Myoblock's Loco new flavors, Melon Drop, Strawberry Margarita, Purple Haze.
Go loco, go loco, go loco. Too strong for me.
Yep.
I can't do it. That's the pre-workout, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I can't do it. I gotta do like 1 scoop, but then I don't get full act. No, it's too. If you like a very high stimulant pre-workouts, you're probably gonna love the fuck out of Loco. But for me, too strong. You?
I had 2 scoops when I first tried it. I tried it in the sherbet margarita flavor.
Oh, good flavor though.
And I had 2 scoops and I nearly threw up after training.
Why?
It was too strong.
That's what I'm saying.
You know when you just get way too over-caffeinated and then by like...
That's what I'm saying. You know, I've been drinking recently, you guys will notice in the videos, I've been drinking a Rostock cold drip that we have here exclusively at MassiveJoes. And I was having this discussion, who was that? Was I having it with Bosch the other day?
Josh or...
I was having it with one of the guys here, and I was like, you know, there is a significant difference between artificial caffeine, such as anhydrous or the different types, and natural caffeine. In the fact that you can have like way too much caffeine anhydrous, for example, like in Loco for you and I, and there's no mechanism for your body to go like slow down because it hits you so quick. Whereas when you're like sipping on coffee, you get to the point where you're like, your body's like, it's a bit too much caffeine. And like there's a feedback loop that says, stop drinking coffee.
Yeah. Loco, yeah, as I said, 2 scoops. I actually wanted to throw up, and I don't get that very often.
Yeah.
From a
because it's a
pre-workout.
shitload of caffeine.
It was too much too much caffeine, but very dialed in.
Yeah.
But lacking pump.
Oh, lacking pump.
Yeah.
Might have to stack it with some arms race.
Or some ghost pump or something like that. So yeah, that's my feedback. So sort of, I even think 1 1/4 scoops is probably the sweet spot. 1 1/2 is probably even almost a bit too much too. But
What else we got, man?
My Box Skywalk, new flavors, peach rings, purple haze, apple caramel, smart as fuck.
One of our sponsored athletes, Tim McKinnon, loves this shit.
Yeah.
He always is posting about Skywalk. He uses it pre-workout. Fucking loves it. Loves that shit.
Let's try Loco then.
I think he's just a Star Wars fan, to be honest. Tim Skywalker.
Team J Apparel 100 Magna Carta muscle tanks.
Launching, well, actually, by the time this video goes live, they probably have launched because they're launching later today.
Yeah.
In the 5 colors, black, gray, burgundy / maroon, forest green, and tan for tan Neve.
Yep.
Hey, when's your tan coming back?
So
we're in spring now, so you've
Yeah.
got to start preparing for summer. I think you've got to start bringing the tan
Well,
back.
I'm thinking about going out and doing some weeding in my backyard.
Okay.
So I might have to just start, like, just gently,
Yeah.
just get the rig out.
Yeah.
Just
You've got to
weed-
get
bit of weeding to begin with.
the melanin receptors
Yeah.
firing again,
Yeah.
ready to bring back tan Neve.
Yeah. But it'll come back.
I always like shooting Weekly Word when I watch the preview clips on Instagram and Snapchat, and
Yeah.
you look like a tomato.
Yeah. That's terrific.
It always brings a smile to
Yeah,
my
it's
dial.
terrific.
Next topic of discussion, Neve.
Coming soon.
Hit 'em, baby!
So Force Element Night Ops,
Yep.
mid-September.
Sleep formula.
Force Element Fight Through. Fuck those. Fuck that one up. Fight Through.
Pump formula.
First Form.
Still looking like mid-September. We're in the midst of customs clearance at the moment. So it's actually here. It's just going through customs clearance, and being the first time it's been imported to Australia, of course.
They go through it.
Yeah, go through it.
Team J Apparel Oversized Warm-Up Tee.
Launching next Friday, finally. You know how many fucking DMs I've had about these oversized warm-up tees, man?
Do you know what?
Everyone wants them.
So I don't know if you knew, but I actually did the website shots for them yesterday.
Did you really?
And it's not good.
Why?
Because one side is so much smaller than my right
Oh, and
side.
your physique,
Yeah.
yeah.
So my right side
From the torn
staying
pecs.
there, and then left side is, so the deal's like, ooh, maybe we might have to Photoshop you a bit of shoulder on this one.
Bit of doubt on that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're injured. You know,
Anyway,
so.
anyway. At least it's baggy, like I wouldn't want to do it tight.
Yeah.
So, well,
It
anyway.
is oversized warm-up tee. It's not.
But you know what's sad? You know what's very sad though?
What's sad?
Because I've lost 12 kilos,
Yeah.
I've had to go from the XL down to the like small medium, whatever it is.
Down to the
So
small
it's
size.
not good. It's a bit.
It's all right, mate. You
bit
feel
sad.
that guy.
Anyway.
You're back on the game train.
Anyway,
You just took a stop, and you've been enjoying the scenery, and now you're going to jump back on.
Team J Apparel 3-peat understated singlet,
Launching next Friday, so the one after this Friday after next.
and Team J Apparel collegiate drop tee.
Launching Friday after next. Big Jake Nicolopoulos has been wearing those in his Instagram stories. The ones with a big Team J Apparel across the top would have dropped, and they look like they're painted on Jake because he's very big.
Yeah.
I was just watching his Instagram story just now. So Jake is how tall do you think Jake is?
It's
Like put a height on him.
175.
175. So how many, like, what's that in like feet and inches?
I'd say it'd be like 5'9", 5'8".
So 5'9",
5'7".
and he's just posted this Instagram story. I'm going to share it with you guys because I just watched it just before we came in here recording. So this probably explains it. That's what he had for dinner last night. Look at him. Look at this is the scales. This is Jake Stefan on scales. Do a focus action, please. 120
Big boy.
at 5'9". What a fucking monster. No wonder the collegiate drop tee is looking awfully doit.
He messaged me last night.
Did he?
I tried calling him
Was
this
that
morning.
while he was eating pizza with one hand and messaging you with the other?
Then
that how it happened?
I tried calling him on the way to work this morning to have a bit of a chat,
Yeah.
and he was training. He was right back. He said, "I'll message you after I'm training."
Yeah.
Okay.
Busy.
Yeah.
Busy.
Busy training.
Making gains. Next topic of discussion, Neve.
WhatSupp?
You want to go first? Or want me to go first?
I think I did this one a couple weeks ago, but I want to go back there because my mind has been changed.
Okay.
Patriots Way.
Oh, he's come back around.
I don't know if I just had digestion issues the last time I was using it,
You probably did.
but since I've been using it again,
Yeah.
delicious and
Thank you.
and thick shake. Thick, milky goodness. Well, not milk. but
Can I just put it out there? I'm just going to put it out there because I think I know why your mind's been changed.
Yeah.
Have you been helping yourself to my Patriots?
I have,
way?
man. Those choco chubby nuts or whatever they are.
That's why my tub, I go to it every day and I'm like, how the fuck am I going through this tub? I use 2 scoops every morning as part of my breakfast. And the tub's like half empty after
Excuse
a
me,
week.
there was a problem with that sentence. We use 4 scoops.
This is why you're going through it.
But
It is fucking good though, man.
seriously,
The chubby choco
if
nuts.
you want, and the double stuff too, if you want a shake that just tastes amazing. I have that. I have peanut butter and have blueberries, frozen blueberries.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You know what I think is happening as well, and I think you're a prime example of this. I feel like there was like this fad where everybody was like, no lactose.
Yeah.
I'm lactose intolerant. It's giving me digestion issues and this bullshit, which I called bullshit right from the start. I mean, in high amounts, lactose, a lot of people have trouble digesting lactose. Don't get it twisted. Even me, like if I, go out for somewhere for breakfast or whatever, and I get myself a cappuccino that has a lot of milk in it, I'll ask for lactose-free milk because I know that if I'm getting like 10 grams of lactose, I'm gonna have,
Problems.
upset stomach. But I feel like when it comes to like whey protein, blended whey protein concentrate like Patriots Whey, the amount of lactose, you're getting like 2 or 3 grams in a 2-scoop serve. It's fucking minimal.
Yeah.
It's not the cause of your digestion issues, and I think you figured that out.
Yeah.
No,
like, to be honest, last time when I had it, it was
Yeah.
when I was on a very low carb diet.
Yeah.
And my food choices were very scarce.
Shit.
They were like
Yeah.
chicken and salad.
Yeah.
Chicken and salad.
Yeah.
Beef and salad.
Yeah.
And then any time that I had anything remotely with like lactose or anything, just because my body wasn't used to it, that's the thing is when I eat a variety of foods like I currently am now, is my digestive system is great.
Yeah.
But if I narrow it down to a roe diet or chicken and salad, is my digestive system just hates me. So
Yeah. My WhatsUpp for the week, I'm bringing it back to Arms Race Nutrition Harness, man. I honestly, like you guys know, I cycle through pre-workouts every couple of days because there's so much shit where, I'm always trying new products. Companies are sending us new products. It's very rare that I will use a new pre-workout for more than about a week. I have not stopped using Harness since it dropped on August 28th. Well, actually, even before then, I was using it because we got it, when we got it, it was August 21. We got it a week before. So I've been using it, I think I used it the night after. So from the 22nd of August, and today's, what's today? 6th of September? So I've been using it for over 2 weeks straight. That is super rare for me. And I think that speaks volumes for how good of a pre-workout it is. Yeah. It is fucking amazing. It is amazing.
I'm going to use it tonight.
Have you not used it yet?
No.
Oh, dude. Do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. Don't use my tub. Because then I know you're gonna start using it every night, and it's gonna be gone next week. But it is that good. I'm a massive fan of what Doug Miller and Kenton and Julian have done with that pre-workout. Very, very well put together pre.
Yep.
Next topic of discussion.
Come and train with TMJ.
Oh, it's happening, baby. It's been too long. Haven't done one since fucking April. May. Maybe it was the start of May. No, I think it was April.
That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. It was definitely in the first 6 months of this year. Now we're in September.
So yeah, Saturday, 21st of September, 4:30 at the Hit Centre.
It's going down, baby.
So we just need to get numbers of who's there, but probably about 15 people, I'd say.
15 to 20, which means 15 to 20 of you because we go one-on-one team up.
Yeah.
If you guys are interested, this is actually the first place that we're telling people about it, so you're getting a heads up. sales@MassiveJoes.com. Put in the subject line, come and train, and let us know that you're interested in coming and training, and we will pick winners. When is it? The 21st. So we tend to pick winners the Thursday before, which will be the 19th, but sales@MassiveJoes.com. And usually we tend to pick the first people who submit because it shows that you're keen as a bean. Billie Jean keen. Next topic of discussion, Neve.
Ask Neve.
9 questions for Ask Neve this week, starting with our good man, Phil Spencer. Hey guys, Phil from Chester in the UK. I'm looking forward to the start of the MassiveJoes Challenge this coming Monday. You should, Phil. It's going to be fucking amazing. Let me just say as well, I reviewed your workouts yesterday. Disgusting.
You said that was too hard.
Sick. No, you're sick. You are sick. You need help.
I think they were good workouts though.
Good luck to everyone on the challenge over the next 10 weeks. My question this week is about work-life balance. I often get caught up working long hours, still answering emails or working on projects at home into the night or over the weekend. I've missed out on many events such as family activities or socializing with friends because of work and travel commitments. So my question is, how do you manage your work-life balance and what sacrifices have you made that you are glad you did but also wish you hadn't? As always, stay massive.
I mean, there's obviously two sides to this story.
Yeah.
that obviously I want to get at.
Yeah.
The first one is if you want to be successful in business and fitness, whatever that may be, there are sacrifices that you're going to have to make. You can't just be an employee and work 9 to 5 and then get home and switch off and then just not do anything until you get back in at 9 o'clock the next morning. If you really want to be that successful business person or have that successful business,
you can. Don't get it twisted.
You can. But
you can. It's a choice. The problem is you can't expect to be the #1 employee at your company if you're doing that shit. Because there's going to be someone who's willing to work harder, put in more hours, get better outputs.
But I'm talking from as a boss as well, though.
Yes.
As a boss working 9 to 5 is the competition. There's always going to be somebody doing longer hours than you, somebody
100%.
And you might have a better product. And it's the same in bodybuilding, the same as anything. You might have a better product, you might have better whatever, but if they're putting out more marketing material, they're putting out more Instagram posts, they're putting out more specials, they're putting out more emails. Is that person's going to win in the long run?
Well, win how though? How are you defining win? Because my mindset has changed on this a lot over probably the last 12 months. And I am actually about to put a post on my Instagram tonight about this very point, talking to millennials, people of our generation, about wanting certain things but not actually willing to sacrifice to get them. But when you say that person's going to win in the long run, if your priority and your choice is to achieve work-life balance, which is is a whole different discussion, and that is your #1 priority, and you make the choice to prioritize that, then maybe you're winning in the long run.
Well, it is, but I mean, I'm talking about as a successful business point of view.
Well, it depends how you define success.
True.
This is what I'm saying. I think the first thing, and I know you've got 2 points, so I don't want to cut you off real quick, but I think the first question that you need to ask yourself, Phil, is what's most important to you? Do your actions line up with your intentions? Because at the moment, what you're telling us is your actions by you sacrificing, missing out on family events, family activities, socializing with friends because of work and travel commitments, your actions demonstrate that you're prioritizing your work over, in this example, your family life. And is that your intention?
Yeah. I mean, for me, I've kind of tried to reevaluate my work-life balance over the years. I mean, back when I had my landscaping business, I didn't have a day off. Like, I did not have a day off. I remember working grand final day, and that used to be a fucking big no-go to me, only because I know it's coming up. But yeah, I used to still see my mates, but I just didn't. All I did every single day was work. Even at and then I guess coming into MassiveJoes, my life revolved a lot more around fitness. So obviously there was that work and fitness, which kind of coincided to a lot of things. But because of that, I stopped hanging out with my mates that I grew up with through primary and high school. Looking back on that, I mean, they were obviously like my great mates that I've had since I was 5 until we spent every single weekend, 3 days over the weekends, and every single day at school together for better part of 15 years. Then all of a sudden I kind of stopped hanging out with them, and then which is something that I regret from being sort of obviously those years. I mean, we still hang out now, but now they've got kids and wives, and I mean, I'm pretty much the only one that doesn't have a kid now. So that's the thing, is it's very hard for them to, if we want to catch up and do something, it's not just like shoot a message and everyone meets at someone's house. It's, all right, have they got a babysitter? No, well, we've got this on this night, and this person's got this on, and this person's got school or whatever. So yeah, I mean, that kind of thing as well is, like, looking back, is I do have those, I'm not going to say regrets, but I'm just going to use the word regret for lack of a better term, is regrets on sort of, missing out on those times I could have spent with mates growing up or through over the years. The other thing as well is you say you miss family activities, and I think that's a big no-go for me because I am very close with my family. And yeah, I do have a very close-knit family, and especially with my sister now having her daughter as well, my niece, is those are the kind of moments that I want to treasure and remember. And sadly, you don't really know how long you've got with your grandparents, for example. And me being very close to my grandparents and them helping me out a lot through my teenage years as well, is I like to spend as much time with them as I can while I can. And that's why if I have a family event on, I'll make sure that I drop everything else I'm doing and I'll go to that family event. So.
So it comes down to choices.
It does, exactly. So yeah, I mean, obviously, I think that what you're saying though is that work-life balance. I think that's probably top priority. I think obviously you're going to have to make some sacrifices based on what I said before in terms of how you determine success. But if you want to do a bit better than the competition or better than your other employees, etc., there are some sacrifices you have to make. But I think for you have to figure out where that line is.
What's important to you?
And where that line is.
What's important to you?
For me, as I said before, like going with my mates out to the pub drinking wasn't that important to me. So that was something that I sacrificed. And looking back, it's like, yeah, well, probably I could have spent more time with them, but I could sacrifice that because it wasn't important to me. Whereas family is important to me, and that's something I won't sacrifice.
100%. And I think, you know, just to kind of sum it up, Phil, it's always a choice, and you have to make the choice. You have to make sure that your actions are actually reflective of your intentions once you've made the choice. But don't get it twisted. You can't expect to be the best business person and also have let me start that again. That was a little bit gibberish. You can't expect to be the best business person, but also make it to every family activity, every family event, work 9 till 5, have weekends off. And the reason why you can't expect that is because there's going to be someone who's willing to sacrifice that shit to beat you. You can't expect to have an amazing physique, but still eat the same dinner that everyone else is eating every night, go to every family event and, you know, drink socially and, you know, do all of those things that do not support having an amazing physique. So you can't have both, but you can decide what's most important to you, and you can prioritize, and you can set intentions, and you can act in a way that backs up those intentions. Spencer Thomas. Hey boys, it's Spencer Thomas. Look, we've had Phil Spencer and then Spencer Thomas. Why don't we just call them Phil Thomas and combine their questions? It's Spencer Thomas from Llanelli, Southwest Wales, another one from the UK. My question this week is a powerlifting one. I've been prepping now for the past 10 weeks for the British Championships on the 15th of September. My training was going really good until the past 2.5 weeks. I don't know what it is, but I've struggled big time and felt sluggish and performing badly in the gym. I've had personal issues to deal with, but I've never struggled as bad as this in previous preps. I'm currently doing a deload week this week, and even that is feeling hard. Have you got any tips to recharge my batteries, as they say, or any tips you can give for the final next week before the big comp to make sure I am performing at my best? As I worry, I feel like on this comp, I will not only let myself down, but the family and friends who are traveling as far away to support me. Another thing I have to add is I still have to diet down next week as the weightings for the comp are on the day, and I'm currently 2.8 kilos over. Any advice is much appreciated.
Probably a big thing that you probably don't realize you're doing, but you're stressing. And
them stress levels are sky high, baby. I can tell by the way he's writing. It's practically written in hieroglyphics.
But yeah, like stress, I don't think people actually really realize how big an effect that stress does have on all aspects of life, whether that's training, your body composition as well, like trying to drop weight. If you're stressed out, your body's going to cling onto that weight as well, and you're going to find it difficult to lose weight. Stuff like that. But yeah, definitely, I guess if there's anything that's changed over the past couple of weeks or 3 or 4 weeks that might be why you're feeling sluggish. You just said you're dropping weight, so perhaps it's a change in diet that you've had. I mean, if you're used to eating 400 grams of carbs and suddenly you've cut that down to 100 grams because you know you need to cut weight, then that's something that can affect and feeling sluggish. The other thing, sleep, how you're sleeping, stressed. You've just said you've had personal issues to deal with. Mentally, obviously that mental state's a big thing as well. If you're in the gym and in the back of your head, you might not even realize, but if you're worrying about something coming up, then you're not going to be putting 100% into the gym. And I mean, everyone's been there. You know those workouts where you're zoned in, and you just have you crush the weights. Whereas everyone's had those workouts where they're fucking worrying about, as I said in the last one, family issues or work issues, or I've got a performance review coming up, or things that you probably don't realize have that much effect on you, but they do. So I think it's really obviously just realizing you do have those personal issues and trying to leave them at the door when you go in. But yeah, just seeing if there's anything that's changed, and yeah, do something to give you a bit of free time. If you say recharge your batteries, then if you've got a weekend off, then do something that you enjoy. If that's something as simple as going to the movies for a couple hours or something just to recharge batteries. But
Jared Potaka. Hey guys, Jared from Sydney, New South Wales here in Australia. I have 2 questions if that's all right with you.
It's okay.
It's okay, we'll allow it. I know you guys, especially Joe, is a big fan of Monster energy drinks. I know they are sugar-free and all, but are they all right to have on a cut? I don't compete, I'm just cutting for summer.
Yes, they're fine.
Yeah, they're fine. I used them, my last prep where I turned pro, I was having them right up, I had them in peak week. I don't give a fuck.
There's no calories in them, and there's nothing that shows the artificial. There's no actual.
Oh, but bro, don't you know that artificial sweeteners make you hold water?
Spike insulin or spike.
Said by people who are not in contest shape.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't get in contest shape. It was the artificial. It was the Splendor.
Yeah.
It was the Equal.
Can I just say as well?
It was the aspartame.
Can I just say
that
as well,
made me not get in shape.
That like you've just said you're not competing, you're just cutting for summer.
Fuck.
That's a big thing that I think like people just need to like it's a whole if it fits your lifestyle kind of thing. Is like don't worry. And we said it in the other one about worrying about the small things. That was in the last podcast. We were saying worrying about the small things rather than the big things. But if you enjoy a sugar-free Monster, which has 0 calories, so it's not putting in, or it might have, they might have 10 calories now. I don't know. They changed the label. Whatever it is, it's minute. Walking from here.
It's the calories you'd burn opening the can and lifting it up to drink.
Pretty much. But that's the thing is things like that is drinking a sugar-free Monster is just overthinking it too much.
Yeah, man.
Like it's got 0 calories. It's not going to add to your calories. You enjoy it. Don't be knocking out things that you don't be taking out things that you enjoy. And it's just for a summer cut. You might be 9.8% instead of 9.7%.
Yeah.
So it's just those little things that I think people worry about too much when they're cutting.
Question 2, to be in caloric deficit, how exactly do you measure the calories you burn through things like lifting and walking when there's no exact number, like on a treadmill, for example? Thanks, guys, and stay massive. Jared, bro. You literally just answered this question.
You're overthinking it way too much.
You are going down the path of paralysis by analysis.
You just if you start there like thinking about too much shit, you're just going to like completely fucking lose your mind.
This is how you know if you're in caloric deficit, Jared. You're losing body fat.
Yeah.
If you start to plateau, you're no longer in caloric deficit. So you either drop your caloric intake or you increase your caloric output. You'll lose body fat and then you'll plateau. And then you do the same thing. You decrease your caloric input, you increase your caloric output. Bit of both, one or the other, doesn't matter. You'll lose body fat. You then plateau. You do the same thing. That's how you cut. No one actually knows, fuck, my Apple Fitbit fucking tracker thing is telling me that I burnt 2,789 calories and I was supposed to eat 3,020.6, so I'm gonna have to decrease it to 2,743.7 to make sure I'm in a 10% caloric deficit. No.
Something that you just need to do is if you are worried about this, and this gives you an answer to your question, but how do you measure burning? I wouldn't, and as Joe just said, don't measure the calories you're burning.
Yeah.
Just know, all right, I'm doing weights 5 times a week.
Yeah.
Next week I'm doing weights 5 times a week.
Yep.
Next week I'm doing weights 5 times a week. Next week I'm doing weights 6 times a week.
Yep.
I'm going to be burning more calories this week than the weeks I've done 5. But then the thing is, there's too many variables.
How
hard have you trained?
How hard are you training?
Did you train
doing superset?
Did you train legs 3 times this week? So there's too many things. But then the other thing is as well is like walking. Is you've got like your steps.
Activity
you've
levels.
got activity. You've got steps on your phone.
Right.
So you can look at it and say, all right, well I'm averaging 8,000, 8,000, 8,000. But then like Saturday, I went to the Royal Show here in Adelaide, and I did 20.
How was it?
Sure, shit.
Yeah.
But I did 20,000 steps when I normally do 10,000. So what do I do on that day? Like, oh my God, do I go sit on the couch for the whole day tomorrow because to bring it back down to an average of 10,000 per day for the week? And what do I do? Or do I go eat a hot dog because now my calories are down too low?
Yeah.
The leanest I ever got, and I've never done a competition, Jerry, like you.
Show us a photo. You were shredded.
But
you were so lean.
But I didn't count anything.
No.
I didn't count a single calorie. I didn't count steps.
You know
I
what
didn't count.
You ate less calories and you did more exercise.
So
that's what you did.
Yeah. But even Josh now, Josh is the leanest he's been in a long time, and he's not counting anything at the moment.
Might be prepping though. Word on the street.
That's your street.
Jared Reardon. Hey guys, Jared from Hawke's Bay, New Zealand. We're moving further south. My question this week is, testosterone boosters and estrogen blockers, what would you recommend for females in terms of competing? I only ask this as my partner has been told to add both into her Substack from her coach, and I'm slightly skeptical. Any advice would be greatly appreciated. She competes in bikini, body weight approximately 57 kilos, age is 22, height approximately 170 centimeters, currently 6 weeks out from her show. Her stack is DIM, which is a aromatase inhibitor, Optimum amped fat burner, greens, fish oils, and pre-workouts. Diet approximately 1,500 calories. Cardio 5 times step meal sessions of 40 minutes. Hope this helps. If so, what would you recommend? Thanks, guys. Keep up the good work, you legends.
I'd never recommend a girl to take a test booster.
Why?
Number one, because of the hormone levels there. Testosterone booster will increase testosterone, which will increase free estrogen as well, which they don't want. The thing you want in a female is obviously estrogen blocker or lower estrogen. So you take a product like Core Hard to bring the estrogen levels down, which isn't going to rise testosterone. Well, it'll naturally sort of, there's the levels of testosterone and estrogen.
Yeah.
You want testosterone to be up here, you want estrogen to be down here. When you have a test booster, estrogen comes up. So
in females.
In females.
Correct.
So that's the thing you want to be doing is you don't want to be doing that. Is you defeats the purpose. So just take a product like Core Hard.
Yeah. Test boosters and women, when we're talking about natural test boosters and women, is a no. It's a complete no-go. Because the effect, the only effect you're going to get is an increase in estrogen. So test boosters is a definite no. And any coach who's recommending a natural test booster for a female really doesn't understand endogenous hormone production. I really think that there's a real lack of understanding about how a female body actually deals with hormones.
But it's the thing again where they're trying to be professionals where they've got no fucking real idea.
But they don't. But like this is it's. Oh,
but people take it
really
as gospel,
pisses me off,
and
man.
that's my biggest.
Because we have people come to our stores as well, and it's usually the same thing. It's like, oh, my coach has recommended I take a test booster. These pussycats come in. Coach has recommended to no. The fuck is what is your coach? And you know what the thing is? Most of the time, it's male coaches.
I mean, I'm a big fan of obviously I love customers coming in. I love talking to people, but I hate when customers come in and like my PT, my personal trainer told me to get Optimum Nutrition Creatine Monohydrate.
Yeah.
No worries. Oh, we're out of stock of that at the moment, but we've got ATP Creatine Monohydrate. Oh no, he said to take Optimum Nutrition one. It's like. It's just the people.
I feel you frustrated.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going into that, but yeah, yeah. Just take Core Hard.
Yeah, Core Hard. That's it. That's all you want to say. I'm a little bit hesitant to give everything. The stats look pretty good. I'm a little bit hesitant to give examples. You know, going against. I mean, I don't really think much of this coach because he's recommended test boosters, but going against coach's advice. Obviously, your partner has been working with this coach for a while. I mean, 57 kilos, 22, 170. 1,500 calories, yeah, 6 weeks out is probably not too bad. You know, just generally speaking, without knowing ins and outs. If she was on 1,000 calories, I'd be saying you're going to have problems. Devin Foley, we're going back north, Big Neve. Devin from San Jose, Cali, in the US of A. Hey fellas, I'm loving the Sup Wars videos lately. Devin, you and everyone else have been our #1 viewed videos recently, which is good. And it's particularly good because remember when we stopped doing them a few years ago? Because we'd drop a video and then we'd fucking get hit up by the brands and they'd be like, you need to take that video down. And we're like, why? And they're like, oh, well, because we lost to this product and we think we're better than this product and it's defamatory and this and that. And I'm just like, get the fuck out of here. Now, I think like everyone's kind of loosened up a little bit. So like even you've been tagging like in the last one, the Ghost Pump and Daily Pump, you were like tagging the owners of Ghost and the owners of Arms Race. And they find like, I even got DMs, and they find like the humor in it. Like
Dan even said, finally I'm on Team Ghost.
Yeah. Like, let's be honest, guys. We're make-believe representing supplements. Make-believe war. But anyway, it's good to see that like the brands have chilled the fuck out, and which means you guys get to enjoy us, take the piss out of each other. Behind the curtain of representing supplements. These are truly battles to the death. My question this week is, what dietary supplement ingredient that is currently banned in AU do you wish to be able to come back to the market and why?
I love your him bean.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I was going to say your him bean.
Yeah, I just love it. It's great.
I think it's just a great fat loss ingredient. You know, there's so much.
And you can tell, I can tell without looking at the label when an ingredient has your him bean in it.
Yeah, you feel it.
Because you
feel get them cold sweat things going on. I would say your him bean, definitely. And there's no, like most ingredients, dietary supplement ingredients in Australia that are banned, there's no reason for your him bean to be banned. None. Why the fuck are you banning your him bean? It's one of those ingredients. Yeah, if you take way too much of it, it's going to be toxic. But your body is going to say, chill the fuck out before you even get close to toxicity levels.
Yeah.
You take 5 milligrams and you feel a significant difference. So I'd say you're him. Sam Stone. Hey guys, Sam from Ballarat, Victoria, here in Australia. Joe, when was it you discovered you were colorblind? It was actually in, I reckon it was primary school. Because we were doing this exercise where it was like, you had like the kaleidoscope of colors and there was like something in the colors. Yeah. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember those? Yeah. And like everyone could like see straight away what it was. And I was like, all I see is colors.
How'd you go with those books? You know when you had to go kind of cross-eyed and then the books would pop out at your 3D?
No chance.
No.
Zero chance.
I love those books.
Everyone, because you know how they did it. Like the trick was to go cross-eyed. So they go like this.
You say straight.
And they go, oh, I can see it. And I'd be like this. for like fucking hours on end.
It's no idea.
It's not working.
No.
So yeah, I think it was primary school where I discovered my my lack of color awareness. Don't get it twisted. I can see colors. It's just the shades. And sometimes, like, I have trouble with red and orange, or orange and yellow.
Pinks and reds.
Pinks and reds are a disaster. Blues and purples, no fucking chance. Greens and browns even sometimes. So it's like the slight variations. But if you've got something in front of me that's like a citrus color and like a green, even that sometimes. I'm pretty fucking colorblind, let's be honest. Tristan Sarunic. Hey guys, Tristan from ADL here in Australia, here in Adelaide. My question this week is, what's your perspective on organic produce and products? I feel as though the organic market has blown up completely and just about everything can be purchased as an organic alternative. Do you believe there are any benefits from eating organic foods, or do you believe it's just a marketing strategy whereby consumers pay double the price for a product that contains the same macronutrient breakdown as the non-organic version?
I mean, I can definitely see the benefits of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, in terms of like the farming and stuff, when there's obviously like all the pesticides and chemicals and those kind of things in fruits, and I don't really eat fruits and salads, so to me it's not a big deal. Like,
what about organic meats?
No, I don't do it.
Like free-range chicken.
I know. So that's one I do. Is I always buy free-range eggs.
I know you do.
I don't buy caged eggs.
Yeah.
I buy free-range eggs.
I see you.
But that's as far as I go in terms of that. I mean, when it comes down to at the end of the day, is the dollar value of things. Look, man, I got bills to pay. I fucking can't afford that.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
I think to answer your question, Tristan, there is a definite, I would say, long-term general health benefit in eating as much organic produce as you possibly can, right from fruits and vegetables to nuts to animals to whatever your diet consists of. I think the less kind of chemicals that you put in your body through the foods that you eat, the better. I don't think that it's a marketing strategy. I think a lot of the time you'd actually find that organic farmers make less profit margins than the non-organic ones because they don't have the benefit of using chemicals and using farming techniques and so on and so forth that these non-organic farmers do, which is really where you get a lot of economies of scale. Organic farming, there really are no economies of scale. That's why it's organic. So I don't think it's a marketing strategy. I think in most cases, you're actually getting really good value for money in terms of what you're actually buying. What it comes down to is what you can afford, really. A lot of people just can't afford to pay more for the same, well, it's not the same shit, but to pay more for the organic version.
I mean, when I can go to Coles, I can get everything I need rather than going to like a Sunday market and stuff. Is just... Yeah.
Exactly. But even Coles now start to have organic sections.
Yeah.
Gums 13. Hey guys, it's Stu from Abel Vale, South Wales in the UK. Just want to say, been loving all the old Jordan photos you've been posting on your story, Joe. You're welcome, Joe. I've been enjoying, like, you've been sending them to me recently.
Yeah, if I find some, I'll send one.
I just love like the history, you know? Like now we're talking, that's over 20 years ago now. A lot of the old Jordan stuff is from like 96, 97, you know, back to back, like I'm Jordan 96, 97, or three-peat, 96, 97, 98, or even the early bullshit, 92, 93, you know, early, like you're almost at 30 years old now. And I love the nostalgia of it.
Yeah.
I love you know what I love the most is the fact that MJ is still the GOAT.
Yeah.
It's been 30 years and he's still the GOAT. You know who I think, time will tell, but you know who I think is going to come close?
Who?
Kobe.
No, I don't think so.
Nah, I reckon, dude, I think it's going to be, people will realize Kobe was the closest thing to, and it's sad because, you know, when Kobe was playing, everyone knew he was good, but I think he is one of the greats. And it's always the case, when MJ was playing, people knew, right? That's why wherever he played, it didn't matter what team he was playing, where he was playing, he would sell it because people knew we are in the presence of the greatest basketballer of all time. I think when Kobe played, there wasn't really a sense of that. There was like, he's good, but the game had changed so much. The media around the game had changed, just so many changes. I don't think people really appreciated how good Kobe was. But I think in like 20 years' time, it's going to be MJ, Kobe.
All right, we're playing shirts and skins. You get first pick.
Yeah.
You picking Kobe or LeBron?
I'm picking Kobe.
Fuck no.
100%.
No. That's right.
And I'm a big fan, you know I'm a big fan of LeBron. I'm a big fan of LeBron. I just think Kobe really would wipe the floor with LeBron. He's a much more polished player. Fuck, we could do a whole episode on this. He really is. And I think LeBron will definitely be up there in the mix, but I think it's going to be like the great of the great is going to be like MJ, Kobe, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. Like that's the, you know.
Shaq. What's the one difference? Jordan's the only one that hasn't played for the Lakers.
No, Larry Bird didn't play for the Lakers.
Yeah. But Shaq.
But then I think the level below that is going to be like the LeBron, Dwayne Wade, maybe even Steph Curry might find himself in there, you know. But anyway, back to the question.
What's his face he used to play? The Steve. He's played
Nash.
Steve Nash.
Yeah, he's played for Phoenix.
Yeah.
My question this week is, what do you think is the most difficult part of running a supplement company? I'll tell you what it is right now.
Yeah, it's stock imports at the moment.
The joke of our fucking managers meeting last night.
Yeah. Look, I think. What's the most difficult part? I don't know. I don't know the most difficult part.
I think let's.
I think trying to get everything to run congruently is a big thing.
No, well, let's identify a supplement company as opposed to any business. You know, what is unique to what we do because we run an apparel company too, and we run a fucking media company. The supplement side of what we do.
I think the supplement industry as a whole is the importation of supplements into Australia is the most difficult part. And because the way that the Australian distribution market runs differently to the American market is changing, but in Australia, obviously, but even because a lot of them are produced in America, or most of them are produced in America, is you don't have those customs issues. Is if you want Ghost Burn, you ring Ghost and say, Dan, I need 80 units of Ghost Burn Mango, whatever it may be. Yeah. Whereas here, we've got a sole distributor or exclusive distributor here in Australia. Yeah. So you have to wait for them to get stock, and as long as they don't have issues, and you have to hope they've got stock, and it takes days to get there. Just
to specify for Stu is, you know, what you guys see as Weekly Word viewers is you see the retail side of what we do at MassiveJoes. Most retailers, not just here in Australia, but most other companies, do not do their own importation. They use distributors, they use local brands, they're based in the US and they don't have to import anything. A lot of them don't deal with international logistics as such, as an umbrella term. We are one of the only retailers in Australia, and really probably one of the only retailers in the world, when you think about the whole supplement landscape, that also does our own importing. So that kind of makes us a little bit unique. So I think in that aspect, and that's because we do distribution as well with exclusive brands. As you guys know, the US brands we work with, Core Nutritionals, MTS Nutrition, Arms Race Nutrition, First Form, so on and so forth. That is quite unique to what we do as a company. If you take that and go, okay, well, that's just because you guys do importing, put that to the side. What then do you think is the most difficult part of running a supplement company? That's unique to supplements, not just business in general.
I know, what's yours?
I think it's about how we are able to add value to our customers, which is quite unique to the supplement industry because we're selling products, but we're actually really selling advice as well. We just don't get paid for the advice. We get paid for the products. So a lot of the time people come to us for advice, which we're giving to them for free, and then where we generate revenue is from the products that we sell on the back end of that advice. I feel like that's quite unique to the supplement industry because most advice-based companies, if you go to see a lawyer or an accountant, so on and so forth, you're paying them for the advice. Most product-based companies, you're paying them for a product. You're not going to see them for advice. We have a foot in both sides. We give advice, we sell products. We don't sell advice, we give it for free, we sell products. That's how we generate our income. So I think trying to find the middle ground between that, because you can't do too much of the free stuff or else you're not going to be in business, but you can't do none of it or else people are just going to go buy products elsewhere where they're getting the free piece. So I think it's the balance of the two, to be honest.
Something I'll say about difficult about a supplement company is trying to, and this is what you said about advice, is trying to remove the stigma and the stigma of supplements and the bad news it does have. And
supplements don't work, I don't believe in supplements, supplements are steroids, all that bullshit.
But also, like I was chatting to Dave Cairo about the Adelaide Crows, for example, and he was saying like, what do the Adelaide Crows use or whatever, or what do Port Power use or all those kind of things, and like they don't use anything. Like even like getting into other sports like CrossFit is nothing really that people are using. Powerlifting, CrossFit, Olympic weightlifting. These kind of sports, supplements really just haven't. Bodybuilding is really the only sport that it's gotten into. It's
still so niche. Still so niche.
Which is and you speak to.
Which is exciting.
Yeah, you speak to like a footballer about what Cluster Pure or what a pre-workout or what Core ABC could do for their game. Beta-alanine, just beta-alanine could do for their game. They just don't understand it and don't know it, and then it's just how do you get in front of that person to give that information? And I think that's a difficult part that we've had for 7 years, and I still don't think it's really gotten that much legs.
You know what I feel like? I feel like that could be our lasting legacy. Because I feel like we're probably the only company that has the potential to do it, definitely in this country. And what I'm saying potential to do is build a big enough influence where we can actually start influencing performance-based sports from the top level to introduce supplementation into their strength and conditioning routines.
Well, I remember like 10 years ago.
That would be fucking epic.
Like 10 or 12 years ago when I was playing, it would have been 12 years now, when I was playing at Nord, there was one guy at the club using supplements and everyone looked at him like he was like a fucking alien. Like he'd have his it was like a pill box. And after training, he'd have his multivitamins, vitamin C, whatever that might be, and have mix up your protein shake and drink it down. He used to have like 10 people crowded around him asking what he's taking, because even 10 years ago, and I don't think a whole lot's changed really, is people just don't understand
No, it's probably gotten worse because you've had all of these,
like,
you've had the scandals in the US with fucking baseball where they were actually taking steroids, but you know, supplements get brought into that. Here you've had the AFL scandal with the Essendon Bombers, with the peptides, once again, fucking injectable hormones, but supplements. You know, it's like the media fucks everything up because they just call everything supplement. They're not fucking supplements.
I mean, the product they were taking was something that just speeds up recovery. It wasn't even anything that increased hormonal. It wasn't even a hormonal response thing. It wasn't even GH or testosterone boosting. It was just sped up recovery.
Then the swimmer, what's the swimmer's name? You're taking SARMs and shit. It's just a fucking mess. But anyway, I feel like that could be our long-lasting. That might have to be we might actually have to change direction a little bit and put that as a focus. Last question, of course, is going to the Buff Bobcat. Pierre from Chester in the UK. What's he said here? Turkey. Maybe
he's saying
Las
where
Vegas.
he's from. He's from.
Oh.
He might be in Turkey when we're doing this, or he might be in Las Vegas already.
Oh, okay. Depends where he's from. But he's from Chester in the UK.
But he could be in Turkey, or he might be in Las Vegas, depending on when this goes to air.
May I first start by saying, wow, thank you for sending me the tub of daily pump. Yeah, Pierre won the...
Well, he tagged like 700 people in there.
He tagged a giveaway on... That was my personal Instagram, wasn't it? So he sends him a tub of daily pump. Actually, Pierre, speaking of that, how did you go with the supplement that you were going to be sending me from the UK?
What was he sending?
He was sending me I can't say it because people get pissed off.
Sending something.
But it was a pre-workout that's only available in the UK that he posted about, and I was like, "Can you get me a tub and send it?"
Ooh.
And he's like, "Yeah, I can."
Nice.
And so it might be in transit.
Or customs.
Or it might never have made it through. Who the fuck knows? Tart candy strings flavour is the nuts. I would say the tits, Pierre, but each to their own. I can't believe I won. My question this week is a travelling dilemma. Your flight is delayed, you haven't packed your ideal foods and have to choose from these options. 1, KFC. 2, snacks found in a common newsagent. 3, fuck it, I'd rather starve than eat shit. What do you go for? Now, I know you can also buy protein bars these days at news agencies, but let's assume it's Morocco or some Middle Eastern country that may not have these choices. Sorry for the long question this week, guys, but I thought I'd go with a real life dilemma. As always, stay fresh, stay your usual cool, and stay massive.
I think that most places like KFC nowadays do have some kind of salad that you can have.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'd go the boring salad option.
It would depend what training phase I'm in. If I am in a growth phase, I'd probably agree with you. If I'm in a cutting phase, I just wouldn't eat. I'd just make up the calories later. Wouldn't give a fuck. And I've done that a lot, when I used to prep, when I was doing Team J in the USA, that would happen a lot. We'd be stuck in airports, flight delays, so on and so forth, no meals left. I'd be like, fuck, I'm just gonna go have a black coffee and just sit it out.
The issue is, like, I don't prep my meals, as I don't buy most of my meals.
Yeah.
Or I cook dinner, which is just bacon, eggs, and avocado. But at work, or on the way home, I'll buy something, and like, it's stuff like I'll get Subway because there's so many Subways on the way home. Yeah. Is instead of getting a Subway footlong with 3 cookies and a filled-glass coffee, now I'm just having a Subway
standard Neve.
Yeah.
How many calories you reckon in that?
So like
3,000.
Now I just have a Subway salad with double steak.
Yeah.
And with no cheese.
Yeah.
No cheese. There's no carbs in there because it's just. And then I add avocado for some fats.
Yeah.
But then don't have cookies and have a Coke Zero with it. So I mean, my meal that's gone from 3,000 calories has gone to 500 calories just by simple food choices, which you're obviously aware of, Pierre. Yeah. But I think that most places, even like Nando's, you can get chicken and chips, but you can actually get their Power Bowls and their Power Fuels and those kind of things.
Chips for rice or there's a lot of different options.
I think that's another thing that is people just don't understand don't really understand. And most places you can go there and you can change the menu and they'll be quite happy to do that. KFC might be a little bit different, but even like Subway has just McDonald's has the McDonald's salads now, and Hungry Jack's does your salads and stuff. It's most places will give you like plain chicken, and then you can get a salad, and then you can just tip it in like I've seen you do before.
100%. Big Neve, do you have anything else you'd like to add before I tell the viewers to hit the subscribe button? Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on, both on your mobile, your cell phone, and your desktop PC, so you don't miss a beat when it comes to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel. Guys, that is MassiveJoes Weekly Word, episode 165. Until next week, that's a wrap. Where we come to and from Neve.
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay massive. Thank you for tuning in to this video. We hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to check out our latest upload and our recommended video, and be sure to subscribe to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel to stay up to date with all of our latest uploads.